Inside every cell in your body, there is code that does not belong to you. Not a mutation, not a disease. Ancient viral DNA, written into your genome millions of years ago and passed down through every generation since. You inherited it from your ancestors the same way you inherited the color of your eyes. And some of it is actively running. 8% of your DNA was written by viruses. To put that in perspective, only 2% of your DNA codes for proteins. The instructions that make you human, that build your organs and wire your brain, occupy 2%. The viral remnants occupy 8%. You are, by the numbers, more virus than human. To understand how this happened, you need to understand a specific type of virus called a retrovirus. Most viruses invade a cell, hijack its machinery, make copies of themselves and leave. Retroviruses do something different. They carry an enzyme called reverse transcriptase, and that enzyme does something that should not be possible. It takes the virus's genetic code and writes it directly into the DNA of the host cell. The virus does not just visit, it moves in, permanently. In most cases, this happens in body cells, skin, lung, liver, and the infection dies with the cell. But occasionally, a retrovirus infects a sperm cell or an egg cell, and when that happens, the viral code gets copied into every cell of the next generation, and the generation after that, and every generation after that, forever. These embedded viral sequences are called endogenous retroviruses, ERVs, and the human genome is full of them. Researchers have identified over 100,000 individual ERV sequences scattered across human DNA. They arrived in waves, each one the remnant of an ancient infection that became permanent. For most of the 20th century, scientists assumed these sequences were junk, broken remnants, evolutionary debris with no function. They called it junk DNA. They were wrong. In the early 2000s, researchers began discovering that some ERV sequences were not silent at all. They were being read, transcribed, used. The first major discovery came in 2000 when researchers Sharon Baylor and Luis Villarreal identified a protein called syncytin. Syncytin is essential for building the placenta, the organ that allows a mother's body to nourish a fetus without the immune system attacking it. Without syncytin, placental mammals cannot reproduce. Syncytin is a viral protein. It comes from an ERV sequence that integrated into an early mammal genome roughly 130 million years ago. The original virus used a similar protein to fuse its membrane with host cells during infection. The mammalian body co-opted that same mechanism and used it to build the placenta. A virus taught mammals how to carry their young. But the placenta is not the only place ERVs are active. Research published in 2018 by Edward Chuong at the University of Colorado showed that ERV sequences are involved in regulating the human immune response. Specific ERV elements act as switches, turning immune genes on and off during infection. The very viruses that once threatened our ancestors may now be part of the system that defends us against new ones. There is something almost elegant about that, and something deeply unsettling, because it means the boundary between your genome and the things that have attacked it is not clean. It has never been clean. Your DNA is not a pure record of your ancestry. It is a palimpsest, a document written over and over, with old text still visible beneath the new. Every ERV in your genome is a scar, a record of a viral war your ancestors survived. Think about what you are carrying. Every human alive today shares a set of ERV sequences that were already present in the common ancestor of all modern humans. Some ERVs are shared across all primates, meaning the infection happened before humans and chimpanzees diverged over 6 million years ago. Some are shared across all mammals, meaning the infection happened before the dinosaurs went extinct. These viruses no longer exist. The organisms they originally infected are long gone. But the genetic echo of the infection is still here, still inside you. Some of it's still running. You are not just the product of your ancestors. You are the product of everything that ever tried to destroy them and failed completely enough that they survived to pass it on. The next time someone tells you that your DNA is the blueprint of who you are, they are right. It just turns out that some of the architects were viruses, and they never really left.